All right, so we are going to take this toward 8 angle today, or Astavakrasana. I'll just keep on calling it 8 angle, and we are going to take the pose at the very end of class. Everything here is going to build up toward that. Keep in mind. So this is going to be a big hip opener. A lot of work through the inner thighs. Definitely get to the hamstrings quite a bit before we come into that arm balance. And I do have one demonstration before we begin. So once we get into the main part of the flow here, at the end of each sequence, we are going to just bypass crow and take this toward flying lizard, because the whole point is to work on the inner thighs and get the hips further open. So what's going to happen is you're going to be at the front of the mat at the very end. You're going to come into a forward fold. As you're entering into crow, this is basically just an uncomfortable variation of crow. So you're going to have both hands down. You're going to wrap one of your legs around one of your arms, and you're going to bring your foot between your hands from the front. So my left foot's between my hands. Bring both palms down, and then have your other knee touching your other arm from behind, just like crow. Now, when you come into this, to come into the full pose, the big important thing here isn't even so much about balancing this, but you're going to take that wrapped leg, try to lift the foot. So my left foot's forward. I'm going to sweep it over to the right, lift the foot up off the floor, and just keep my left leg squeezing my arm. That's the whole point of coming into the shape. Now, if your hips are tight, this may be uncomfortable, all right? This is definitely going to get in the hips, get into the inner thighs. Try to hold on to this as much as you can for at least 3 to 5 breaths. And if you want to take it further toward the arm balance, then just lean forward, see about lifting your back foot. And this is just like crow, but much less comfortable. And if you want to take this even further, you can extend your back leg all the way back. Just keep your elbows pulled in and hold your balance here. It's just an option. Now, coming out of this is a little bit clunky. So pretty much what you got to do is set everything down and just step back to plank. It is possible to pull the back leg in, unwrap the front leg, bring it up the crow, and then you can hop it back to chaturanga. It's a little bit clunky. It's definitely a whole lot of work to come into that. It's not all that reliable when I do it all the time. I got to be pretty warmed up myself. But there's always somewhere else to go. If you master one hard pose, there's always another step, and there's always some jerk who's going to show you something else that's extra hard. But it's another direction you can take things towards, so just keep that in mind. So just work it as best you can. At least get that leg wrapped around your arm. Keep squeezing the arm to work into the inner thigh, and it'll make 8 angle much more accessible when we get to the end of the class. So just keep that in mind. And that was the whole purpose of coming into that pose. So to get this started, bring yourself up to standing. And come to the front of the mat. Go ahead and take a look down at your feet. We're going to take this about halfway down to a squat. But set this up so your feet are just a little bit wider than your hips. Heels in, toes out, bend the knees, sink your hips down. And bring your elbows onto your thighs. Now, you're not going to relax into this too much. Hold some tensions. Keep your arms and legs pressing into each other. And rather than just relaxing your chest down toward the floor, press your spine toward the ceiling, keep your shoulder blades spread apart. But go ahead and let your neck relax, let your head just hang, and then close your eyes. So just take a moment to settle in like this, let your mind quiet down. And then just start to deepen your breathing here. So with the inhales, pull in as much air as you can. Fill up your lungs. Hold on to all that breath at the top. When you exhale, constrict the back of your throat. So slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as your inhales as you breathe. And just keep breathing like this to start. Now when you're ready, take a deep inhale. With the exhale, just open your eyes. And then with the next inhale, just roll this up to standing. Take it slow, bring your head up last, and open up your palms at your sides. With an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, reach us up high again. Exhale, hands through center. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale, through center. Inhale, reach up high. Now the exhale, this time lean to the right side. Right arm reaching down, stretch your left arm, right gaze up high. Inhale, back up to center. And then with the exhale, lean left. Left arm down, stretch your right arm left and look up. Inhale, up to center. Exhale, lean right again, stretch the side longer. Inhale up to center. And then with the exhale, lean left. Inhale back up to center. Now with the exhale, lean right one more time. Inhale up to center. And exhale, lean left again. Inhale, back to center, reach high. Now with the exhale, bring the hands to center, but bend the knees, sink your hips down low, deep squat here. Inhale, up all the way. Exhale, hands to center, sink down. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, bring it down low again. Inhale, up all the way. And with the exhale, sink down. Inhale, all the way up. Now with the exhale, sink down one more time, stay low. And go ahead, bring your fingertips down to the floor. Move your hips side to side, just loosen up. And stay folded now. I'm just turning for the camera here, but I want you to bring your feet together. And once your feet come together, go ahead and lift your heels, come up onto your toes. I'm going to take this into a toe squat. So with your heels up high, let the knees go out wide. And keep your hands on the floor so the arms are between your legs. Now just keep your heels high, your toes digging down like this. And we're going to work a little bit of a twist from this position. It's going to be a little bit clunky, so work your balance best you can. When you're ready, bring the left hand to the floor behind you, right hand to your chest. Press your knees forward, lift your hips a little bit. And then go ahead, bring your hands back into center. Just take it slow and we'll go back and forth. Right hand comes down behind left hand to your chest. Lift your hips, just push the knees forward. And then bring the hands forward between your legs again. Other side, left hand back, right hand to your chest, knees forward, lift your hips a little bit here. And then come forward with both hands again. Right hand comes back, left hand to your chest, knees forward, lift the hips. And bring it back to center, and we'll take one more round. Left hand back, right hand to your chest. Press your knees forward, lift your hips, maybe a little bit more. Bring it back to center. Work your balance best you can. We're almost done. I know it burns. Right hand behind, left hand to your chest. Press your knees forward. Lift your hips a little bit here. Bring it forward. Hands down between your knees. And then once your hands are down, go ahead and set your feet down flat. Bring the heels to the floor. And then one at a time, bring your hands down behind you. Come down to a seat. And then once you set yourself down, go ahead, just fold your knees right and left for a moment here. Now go ahead, just bring this into center, feet flat, and bring the hands behind your head. Now interlace your fingers, wrap your arms around your head, pull your chin in toward your chest, and then round your spine as much as you can. Now try to keep your spine rounded like this, and then roll down to the mat. Bring your low back down first, keep your chin pulled in. Set yourself down as light as you can. And then once you're down, keep the hands behind your head, bring your elbows out wide, keep the shoulders on the floor. And then just keep the feet about hips width distance and go ahead and twist side to side again just to loosen things up a bit more. And the next time you fold your knees down to the right, just keep them pressing down. Now keep your shoulders grounded, push into the floor, work to lift your right hip up for a moment. And then let it go. Bring your knees through center over to the left side, press down, work to lift your left hip. And then just bring this back to center. Now set both feet flat, keep the feet hips width distance, keep the arms as they are. And we're going to take this to a variation of bridge. So bring your heels in close. Close enough that you can flatten your low back as much as possible while you're down, and just keep your gaze high. Now with an inhale, press into your feet, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, roll your spine down. Inhale, press your hips up high again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, roll this down. Inhale, press your hips up high. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your hips again. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, press this up high. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, press this up high and just hold this time. Keep your glutes squeezing, dig into the heels. Keep the knees squeezing toward each other. Keep breathing. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just roll back down. Now, once you're down, just release your hands from where they are. Bring your arms down to your sides. We're going to take another variation here. So go ahead, bend at the elbows. Bring the forearms up to vertical, hands curled into fists. Keep your fists clenched. Keep your elbows pressing down. And then with your legs, take it into a figure four. So the left foot stays on the floor, but bring the right ankle past your left thigh. Now curl the toes of the right foot, keep the foot tense, keep the knee to the side. And you try to hold tension in the right leg so any stretch goes into the outer right hip, keep in mind. Let's go up and down from here. With an inhale, press into your left foot, lift up high. And then roll your spine back down. Press your hips up again, squeeze your glutes. And then roll back down. Lift your hips up high. And then bring it back down to the mat. Press your hips up again. And then roll back down. Now lift your hips up one more time and hold here. Now keep your glutes squeezing, keep lifting, but press that right knee toward the floor and keep breathing. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, release this. Come all the way down. And then once you're down, switch it out. Right foot's the base. Bring the left ankle past your right thigh this time. Curl the toes of your left foot. Keep the knee to the side. Keep your left leg tense. And then let's go up and down here with an inhale. Press your hips up high. Squeeze your glutes. Exhale, roll this back down. Inhale, lift your hips up again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, press this up high. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, lift your hips up again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, press this up high. Exhale, bring it down. And then inhale, lift up one more time and hold here. Now keep your glutes squeezing, keep pressing up, but press that left knee down toward the floor at the same time. Keep breathing. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, bring it all down. Now once you're down, uncross the legs. Bring your knees to your chest, bring your hands to your knees, and just squeeze things in tight. And then as you're squeezing in like this, lift your head, lift your shoulders, bring your nose close to your knees. And then go ahead, while you're curled, use this shape. Roll yourself forward to a seat. And then once you're up, keep hold of the knees and pull the thighs in close. Lean back and balance this. Now try to keep your torso upright, keep the thighs pulled in close, and just take this to this variation of boat. So go ahead, release your hands, arms at your sides. Bring the shins toward parallel with the floor. Now we're going to move from this position and go back and forth from here. So let's take the first round slow. So when you're ready, set the right foot down, set your left hand down. Reach forward with the right arm and your left leg. Now once you're lifted, come up higher and touch the left knee to your right calf, a little bit of a twist. And then set yourself back down. Bring yourself back to boat with your legs together. We'll go like that side to side. Now left foot down, right hand down, lift up, lean forward. Now bring it up higher, right knee to left calf. And then sink back down, back to your seat, legs together, back to boat. Right foot down, left hand to the floor, lift up. And then bring the left knee to touch your right calf. Sink back down, bring your legs together, back to boat. Left foot down, right hand to the floor, lift up. Bring it up higher, right knee to left calf again. Sink down, back to your seat, legs together. Right foot down, left hand to the floor, lift. Bring it up higher, left knee to right calf. Sink back down, back to your seat, back to boat, thighs pulled in. Left foot down, right hand to the floor, lift up. Pull it up higher, right knee to left calf. Bring it back down, back to boat, legs together. Right foot down, left hand to the floor, lift up. Bring it up higher, left knee to right calf. Sink back down, legs together, back to boat. Left foot down, right hand to the floor, lift up. Bring it up higher, right knee to left calf. Back to your seat, back to boat, and let's take one more round. Right hand to the floor, left hand down, lift up. And then go ahead, pick yourself up, bring the left knee to the right calf. Sink down, back to your seat, back to boat again. Right hand down, left foot to the floor, lift up. Bring it up higher, right knee to left calf again. Sink back down, back to boat, hold here. And pull your thighs in close, still sit this up tall. Now to take it further, reach forward between your knees, take hold of your big toes. Pull the knees back and try to bring them toward your shoulders. Try to keep your spine vertical as best you can. This might be enough right here. Now if you can take it further, see about extending your legs a little bit. Maybe a lot, but work to still sit this up tall. Light straddle with the legs, keep breathing. Now take an inhale here. And now with the exhale, just release this. Cross the ankles, roll forward, your hands come into all fours. And once you're in all fours, just move around. Stretch your hands. Stretch the fingers with the shoulders and hips move side to side. Just feel this out. And then just bring it into center. Now from all fours, keep your hips stacked over your knees, but slide your hands in closer, about one hand's length closer to the knees than before. And then from here, we're going to stretch out the wrists. So you just keep the palms facing down, rotate your fingers to the sides and then in toward the knees as far as you can go. And do that with both hands. Now set your hands flat, spread the fingers wide, dig your fingertips down, and keep your arms straight. Go ahead, circle your shoulders over your wrists just to warm this up. Now to take it further, keep gripping like that. Keep your arms straight here to start. But then step your right foot forward outside the right hand and past it. And then just bend the elbows in both arms a little bit. Now start to move forward and back, side to side. And if you want to take things further, you can keep on moving. Maybe tuck the toes of your left foot and lift your left knee. But just keep the movement here. Keep your fingertips digging down. Just take it as far as you like. And then go bring the left knee down. If it's lifted, bring the right knee down to the floor. And take it on the other side. Left foot forward, outside the left hand and past it. And then again, shoulders forward, bend the elbows at least a little bit. Move forward and back, side to side. And if you want to take it further, tuck the toes of your right foot and lift the right knee. And keep on moving here. Keep gripping the floor with your hands. And then go bring the right knee back down. Bring your left knee down again. And once the knees are down, go ahead, come up onto the fingertips and bring the hands right in front of your knees. Now go ahead, flip your hands over, backs of the hands down, palms up, maybe with the middle fingertips touching your kneecaps. Now spread your fingers out wide, press the fingertips into the floor, press your spine up toward the ceiling, keep that lift through the upper back. Now you can just stay here, sway the shoulders side to side, just keep the hands tense like this, and this is good enough. But if you can take it further, then come into center, start with the arms straight and look forward. And then bring your shoulders forward, bend the elbows in toward you, just lower at least a little bit. And then press back up the straight arms. And just keep going back and forth like that, shoulders forward, elbows in. Now if you want to take it even further, here's the option. Keep your hands tense, but you can also set your knees onto your palms. This is kind of an acquired taste, you don't have to go there. But then still, moving your shoulders forward and bend the elbows and lifting back up. Either way, keep the tension in your hands and keep your fingertips pressing down. If you don't want to set your knees on your hands, you don't have to, keep in mind. I know this takes a little while to get used to this kind of thing. All right, next time you straighten your arms, just keep them straight. If the knees are on your palms, go ahead and remove them. And then come up onto the fingertips, down to sitting on your heels. And take a moment, shake your hands out, loosen your fingers and loosen your wrists. All right, once the hands are ready, come back into all fours. And to set this up, wrists under the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Now go ahead, press your palms, tuck the toes of both feet, and then hover your knees up off the mat. Now, with the knees lifted, just pressing your hands, sink down to your heels. We're going to go back and forth position. We're going to take this slow. So when you're ready, bring this forward, right knee toward the right shoulder. Stay lifted. And then touch your right heel to the floor. No weight on that foot. And then step it back and sink down to your heels. And then on the other side, shift forward, left knee to left shoulder. Hold here. Touch your left heel to the floor. And then sink back down to the heels. Back and forth, forward, right knee to right shoulder. Touch the heel down. And then come back down to both heels. Left knee to left shoulder, hold here. Touch the heel down. And then sink back down to center. Forward with the right knee, touch the right arm. Touch the heel down. And then come back to center. Forward, left knee to your shoulder. Touch the heel down. And then back to center here. Forward, right knee to the shoulder. Touch the heel down. Come back to both heels again. Forward, left knee to your shoulder. Touch the heel down. Back down to your heels. Forward, right knee to your shoulder. Touch the heel down. Back to your heels. Forward, left knee to your shoulder. Touch the heel down. And then back to the heels one more time. And set your knees down. Come into your all fours and move around and just breathe. Now, one more thing before we move on, just to take this into the hips a little bit deeper. I want you to slide your hands a little bit close to your knees, about one hand's length. Now, once the hands come in closer, step your left foot forward, outside the left hand and past it. And we're moving into what I showed you for that flying lizard setup from here. So start to walk your left foot toward the center of the mat, over to the right. Now, go ahead, move your hands, move your arms as much as you need. Bend the elbows, but bring that left foot between your hands and lift the left foot up off the floor. Squeeze the left arm. Now, once you can feel that, start to move your shoulders forward a little bit. This might be good enough. And if you want to take it further, tuck the toes of the right foot, maybe lift the right knee. Just hold here with the left leg squeezing your arm. If you lifted the right knee, set it down. We'll go ahead and unwrap that left leg and bring the knee to the floor. Now again, keep the same setup with your hands a little bit closer to your knees, and then step your right foot forward, this time outside the right hand and past. Now start to walk that right foot over the left toward the center of the mat, and shift around as much as you need to. Get that right foot between your hands, and then lift the foot up off the floor. Wrap the right leg around your arm. Shoulders forward, bend the elbows in, keep the right leg squeezing. And if you want to go further, tuck the toes of your left foot. You can hover your left knee, but keep that tension in the right leg. Keep it squeezing your arm. And go bring the left knee down if it's lifted. Unwrap the right leg. And just come back to all fours and then just breathe and move around here. And just to keep in mind, that's where we're taking things toward once we move in toward flying lizard. Just work that as best you can. And you can always shift around as you need to. It very much depends on your proportions. Now you can just stay here and breathe. Maybe take another stretch before we move on. Whenever you're ready, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, lift your hips, and find your down dog. Now once you move to your down dog, take a look at how you set this up. Hands about shoulder width distance apart. Flatten your palms so you feel weight toward the base of your thumbs. And then sink your chest down low to the floor. As your chest sinks down, reach your hips up as high toward the ceiling as you can. And keep that long upward reach. Pull into the belly, round the low ribs. Use your core to lengthen your spine. Reach your hips up as high as possible. And if your legs are still tight, you can always keep a bend in the knees. Or just paddle out and keep moving. When you're ready, here, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bend the knees. Look forward, step to the front, take a ragdoll fold. So feet about hips width distance apart, deep bend in the knees. Let your belly touch your thighs. Let your head hang, let your spine round. Let everything go long and loose here, and let the muscles in your neck relax. You can hang your hands to the floor. You can reach to opposite elbows if you like, and maybe shake the side to side to loosen even more. And then when you're ready, just release any grip that you have. Keep your knees bent to begin. And then just restack your spine. Slowly round this up to standing. Bring your head up last. And just open up your palms at your sides. Now when you're ready here, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands down to heart center. Take a moment to breathe. Set an intention. Let your mind clear. Find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. Now with the next inhale, reach this up high. And then with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. Hinge at the hips. Start with a straight spine. Put a little bend in your knees. Keep your core engaged. Move smoothly. And then just release at the bottom. Now with an inhale, lift it up halfway. Fingertips to the floor or to the shins. Lengthen forward through the crown of your head. With the exhale, bring your hands to the mat. Let's step it back to high plank. Now find your shape. Wrists underneath the shoulders, palms press to the floor. Press the floor away from you. Press your spine up toward the ceiling. Keep that lift. And then take an inhale. Now the exhale, bring the shoulders forward as the elbows bend. Keep your body in line. Elbows pulled into your sides and lower with control. All the way down into your belly. Now once you're down, flatten the feet out behind you. Hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. And we'll take it up and down through low cobra. So with an inhale, just peel up your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, peel this up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, peel up one more time and just stay lifted here. Now keep the lift in your upper body. Press your feet down, squeeze your glutes. And then take somewhat all the way out of your hands. Elbows at your sides, pull the shoulders back, look forward. And lift it up even higher. Now take an inhale. Exhale, roll it back down. Hands under the shoulders, elbows in at your sides. Press the palms down to the floor. And let's take it to upward facing dog. So with an inhale, straighten your arms. Now pull your chest forward. Let your hips hang. Stand the tops of your feet. Keep your legs active and lift your knees up from the mat. To take it further, kick your feet down. Squeeze your glutes and pull the hips forward to deepen and lengthen the arc all through the front. Lift with the arms. Lift with your shoulders. Keep your neck long. Keep your chest pulling forward. Deep inhale. And then with the exhale, pull your belly in. Hips are patted down, dog. Paddle out here. Let your hips move side to side. And we'll take it through the sun salutation, steady movement here. Take a deep inhale. With the exhale, just bend the knees. Look forward, step or float to the front. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold it back down. Now inhale, standing with your arms up high. And then exhale, fold all the way back down again. Inhale, halfway lift here. And with the exhale, hands to the mat. Chaturanga's next. High plank to low. With an inhale, open up your chest. Lift your gaze up, dog or cobra. Exhale, pull your belly in. Hips high to down dog. 2 more times like that. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend the knees. Look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift it up halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to standing, reach up high. And then with the exhale, bring it back down again. Inhale, halfway lift here. Exhale, hands to the floor. High plank to lows next. With an inhale, open up, draw forward. Exhale, pull back in and bring your hips back up. 1 more round, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend the knees. Look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift it halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing, reach up high. And then exhale all the way back down again. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, set the hands. Chaturanga. With an inhale, open up, draw forward. And then with the exhale, pull it all in. Bring your hips back up. Find your downward facing dog and breathe here. Now from your down dog, inhale the right leg high behind you. And then work the twist. So bend the right knee, hang your right foot left, come into your scorpion dog, stack your hips as much as you can. Inhale, straighten this out, three-legged dog. And with the exhale, just bring the foot down. Other side, inhale your left leg high. Now bend the left knee, hang your left foot right, scorpion dog on this side. Work the twist and stack your hips. With an inhale, straighten your left leg, three-legged dog. Now with the exhale this time, bring the knee forward. Knee to chest, shoulders over wrist, and stay forward. Set your left foot down halfway down the mat. Step the right foot forward next to the left. Now we're setting this up for a series of hops. Now once you're pressing your palms, dig your fingertips down, shoulders stay over your wrist, keep your arms vertical. Now you can bring this up high or keep it low, but I want you to hop, clap your feet 3 times and land lightly each time. Land on your toes. Now after the third hop, step the right foot forward outside the right hand. Slide your left foot back and stay on your toes. We're taking a lizard lunge variation. Now keep the right thigh pulled in toward your side. Keep the right foot flat. Sink your hips down. Pull your chest forward. And once you set this up, make sure you haven't gone too long here. So look forward. See that you can shift your body forward and a little bit side to side. And we're going to go back and forth moving that left leg. Now press into the right foot, press into both hands. And then snap your belly in. Left knee to left arm. Hold here. Stay forward. And then step the left foot back, sink down. Again, pull it forward, left knee to left arm, hold here. And then step your left foot back, sink down. One more time, left knee to left arm, hold here, stay forward. And then step the left foot back one more time. Now go ahead, bring the left knee down, left foot flat behind you. And then pull the right knee toward your side. And take a half bind, right arm behind your back, palm face away, draw the shoulder back and open up your chest to the right. Keep that right thigh pulling in toward your belly. Now with your left hip sinking down, pull it toward the front of the mat. And if you want to take things further, kick into the left foot, hover the left knee, but keep that hip low, keep it pulling forward. Lengthen out the front of the left side as much as you can as you're twisting here. Keep breathing. Now I want you to keep the twist. Your chest is facing out to the right side, but drop the left knee, back up your hips a little bit. And then walk that right foot onto the mat and make see if the legs on 2 separate tracks at the parallel. Now we're going to focus on the stretch on the right leg. Your left hand still down, right shoulder still pulled back. Point the toes, the right foot toward the ceiling. And pull the right hip back and left hip forward. Now if the right knee's bent and this feels like a good enough stretch, stay here. If you want to go further, you can slide that right heel forward. Dig the heel down. Pull that hip back and pull the left hip forward. Rotate the right big toe towards center. Now if you want to take it even deeper, keep the right thigh pulling in toward your belly. You can tuck the toes of your left foot and lift the left knee up as well. And just hold your twist. Left hip pulling forward, right hip still pulling back. Keep breathing with this. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, bring both hands down around the right leg. Left knee to the floor if it's lifted. Bend the right knee, set your right foot flat. And then we're going to take this into a pyramid stance. So bring the weight to the right foot. Left foot comes forward 1 pace behind the right. Hands to your hips with an inhale. Just come all the way to upright. Now both feet flat, both legs straight. Left foot points to the side at least a little bit. Make sure the right hip pulls back, left hip pulls forward, and your hips stay squared. Now take your bind. Right arm crosses the low back, and then both palms together at your left side. Interlace the fingers. Draw the shoulders back and keep your chest open. Now from here, we'll take it from up to down, so take an inhale. With the exhale, hinge from the hips, lead with your chest. Bend the right knee as much as you need to, but come down deep, torso fully onto the right thigh. And then press into the right foot, come all the way back up. Keep your chest open, hinge from the hips, lead with your chest. Bring it down all the way, torso onto your right thigh. Press into the right foot and lift all the way back up. Again, hinge from the hips, keep your shoulders pulled back. Bend the right knee as much as you need. Flatten out on the right thigh as much as you can. And then press into the right foot, lift back up. Again, hinge from the hips, bring it down low onto that right thigh. And then press into your right foot, lift up one more time. Now hinge from the hips, keep your shoulders pulled back. Torso to the right thigh, stay low this time. Now as you hold this, feel the stretch on the back of the right leg. Pull the right hip back, left hip forward. The right knee might be bent. Maybe you can straighten the leg. And if you can go further, lift the toes of the right foot up off the floor. As you hold this, keep breathing. And keep that contact between the torso and the right thigh. Now with an inhale, slowly come up all the way. And then bring the weight forward to the right foot. Bring yourself to standing with your left knee lifted and just hold your balance here. Keep the right big toe digging down. Now, once you've got your balance, take the legs to an eagle bind. Cross the left leg tightly over the right. Now, squeeze your legs here. Let the hips sink down. You can always touch that left foot to the floor. Keep your shoulders pulled back. If you want to take things further, you can hinge from the hips. Maybe bring your belly down toward your left thigh. Keep your gaze forward, shoulders pulled back, and keep your legs squeezing. Just breathe with this. All right, with an inhale, straighten your right leg, lift your left knee, and then switch it out. Set your left foot down, come to standing with your right knee high, hands to your hips. And just take a moment to find your balance here. Dig that left big toe down into the floor. Now, once you're stable, move into your standing twist. Left hand outside the right knee. Now, draw the right shoulder back, open up your chest to the side, but keep yourself upright. And this is plenty right here. If you want to go further, you can reach the right arm back. Even further, left hand to the right foot, maybe extend the right leg. And just take things to where you can. Keep yourself upright. All right, take an inhale here. With the exhale, slowly turn to center. Right knee lifted, hands to your hips. And then set that right foot down. When you're ready with an inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, bring your hands to the floor, and we'll take it right into flying lizard. Now wrap your right leg around your right arm. Right foot between your hands from the front, both palms down. Left knee touches your left arm from behind. Now lift your right foot and squeeze the right arm. And that's good enough, and you can just stay here with this. Keep that tension on the right side. If you're going to balance it, lean forward to lift your left foot. And if you want to take it even further, maybe extend that left leg back. But keep your elbows pulled in. Right leg stays squeezing however far you go. And then when you're ready, take it through your Vinyasa. Once you find it down, dog, move around and breathe. All right, from your down dog, with an inhale, raise your left leg high behind you. Bend your left knee, hang the left foot right, open to that scorpion dog, stack your hips as much as you can. With an inhale, straighten your left leg through like a dog. And with the exhale, just bring the foot down to the floor. Inhale the right leg high. Bend your right knee, hang your right foot left, scorpion on this side, stack your hips. Inhale, straighten this out through like a dog. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders to wrist, stay forward. And set the right foot down halfway down the mat. Left foot comes forward to meet the right. Now press in your palms, shoulders to wrist, dig your fingertips down. Again, to hop 3 times. Bring it up, clap your feet high or low. Try to land lightly each time. Now after that third hop, step your left foot forward outside the left hand a little bit past. Slide the right foot back, stay on your toes. Now press in your palms, sink your hips down low, pull your chest forward, keep that left thigh squeezing in, keep your left foot flat. Now back and forth from here, make sure you can move a little bit forward and a little bit side to side. And then when you're ready, press into the floor, snap your belly in, right knee to right arm, hold here at the front. And then step your right foot back, sink down. Again, pull in, right knee to right arm, hold. And then step the foot back, sink down. One more time, right knee to right arm, hold here. And then step it back, sink your hips. Now as you bring your hips down low, set the right knee down, flatten the right foot, and kick into the floor. Now keep your chest open, take a half bind, left arm behind your back, palm facing, pull that shoulder back and open up your chest to the left. Left foot flat, keep that left inner thigh squeezing toward your belly. Now to activate this further, kick the right foot down, maybe hover the right knee, but keep that right hip low and keep it pulling forward. Lengthen out the front of the right side as you're twisting into this. Keep breathing. Now keep the twist, keep your chest open to the left. Set the right knee down. Back up your hips a little bit. And then bring that left foot in towards center a little bit. Make sure your feet on 2 separate tracks and that they're parallel so your hips stay squared. Now lift the toes, left foot up off the floor. Slide that left heel forward if you want to take the stretch deeper. But dig that heel down, pull the left hip back, right hip forward. This could be enough with a bent left knee. If you want to straighten the leg, rotate that big towards center, keep the tension. And keep your left shoulder pulled back, keep the left thigh squeezing in toward your belly. Now, if you're going to take it further still, you can tuck the toes of the right foot and maybe lift that right knee. You still got the twist, and you're still squaring your hips. Left hip forward, right hip back, and just keep breathing into this here. Most of that stretch should be going to the back of the left thigh. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, just bring both hands down around your left leg. Right knee down if it's lifted. Bend your left knee, set your left foot flat. Now once you're ready, from here to a pyramid stance, bring the weight to the left foot. Right foot comes forward, one pace behind the left. Hands to your hips with an inhale, just come all the way upright. Now both legs straight, both feet flat, right foot points aside a little bit. Square up the hips so the right hip pulls forward and the left hip pulls back. And then bind this. Left arm across your low back, both hands together at the right side. Palms to touch, fingers interlace, shoulders pulled back, keep your chest open. And we'll take it from up to down, so take an inhale. With the exhale, lead with your chest hinge from your hips. Bend the left knee as much as you need, but bring your torso fully onto your left thigh. Take it down low. And then press into your left foot and lift all the way back up. Hips stay squared the whole time. Hinge from the hips, lead with your chest. Bring it down low, torso onto your left thigh again. Press into your left foot, lift it all the way up. Again, hinge from the hips, keep your shoulders pulled back, take it down deep here. And then press into your left foot, lift up again. Hinge from the hips, look forward, keep the shoulders drawn back. Bring it down, torso onto your left thigh. Press into your left foot, lift this back up. And then one more time, hinge from the hips. Torso to the left thigh, take it down low. We're going to stay low this time. Left hip back, right hip forward. You can bend that left knee as much as you need to. Just breathe into the stretch. Maybe straighten your left leg. Maybe lift the toes, left foot up off the floor. Keep breathing here. All right, with your next inhale, press in the left foot, come all the way up. And then once you're up, bring your weight forward to the left foot and come to standing with your right knee lifted. Now take a moment, be sure you're stable. And when you're ready, take your legs to eagle. Cross that right leg tightly over the left and sink down. Now you can always touch the right foot to the floor if you need to. But keep the legs squeezing, keep your hips down low. If you're going to take it further, keep the shoulders pulled back, maybe hinge forward again. And you can bring your belly down to touch your right thigh this time. Keep the gaze forward, keep breathing. Now with an inhale, slowly straighten your left leg. Bring yourself to standing with your right knee high. And let's switch it out. Set the right foot down. That'll be the base. Left knee lifted. And bring your hands to your hips. Now ground down with the right big toe. When you're ready, move into your standing twist. Right hand outside your left knee. Now pull your left shoulder back. Just open up your chest to the left, and this is good enough here. If you're going to take it further, maybe reach that left arm back. Even further, right hand to your left foot. You can extend that leg if you want to take it there. Just make sure you can still balance. Take an inhale. With the exhale, slowly turn to center. Hands to your hips, left knee lifted for just a moment. And then set that foot down. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach us up high. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And with the exhale, set the hands and let's take it into flying lizard again. Left leg around your left arm. Left foot between your hands from the front. Both palms down. Right knee onto your right arm from behind. Lift your left foot, squeeze the left arm and squeeze it tight. And if you're going to balance, lean forward, pick up that right foot as well. Now, if you want to take it further, extend the right leg straight back. Keep your elbows pulled in and keep breathing here. And then when you're ready, bring it through another vinyasa. Now once you find your down dog here, just move around, slow your breathing down. Now let's take it to the next sequence. With your next inhale, raise your right leg high behind you. Bend the right knee, hang your right foot left, scorpion dog again, work that twist. Inhale, straighten your right leg, three-legged dog. And with the exhale, bring the foot down to the floor. Inhale your left leg high. Bend your left knee, hang your left foot right, scorpion on this side, work the twist. Inhale, straighten this up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward. Knee to chest, shoulders over, stay forward. Left foot down, halfway down the mat. Right foot comes forward to meet the left. Press in your palms, dig the fingertips into the mat, shoulders stay over your wrists. Again, 3 times, high or low. Hop, clap your feet. Push in your hands, land light. Now after that third hop, right foot steps outside the right hand a little bit past. Slide the left foot back, stay on your toes. Sink your hips down low, pull your chest forward. Make sure you still got room. You can shift forward and back, a little bit side to side. And then back and forth from here, moving that left leg, press into the floor, snap your belly in. Left knee to left arm, hold at the front. And then step it back, sink down. Again, snap this in, left knee to left arm, hold. Step it back, bring the hips down low. One more time, left knee to left arm, hold here. And then step your left foot back, sink down. Now, once you come back to center, go ahead, set the left knee on the floor, flatten the left foot. Bring the left foot over to the right side of the mat and open up to the left. And we're setting up for Kneeling Warrior 2. So as you open toward the left side of the mat, everything stacks to vertical from the left knee up. Keep the right leg at about 90 degrees, knee over your heel. And make sure that right heel is more or less in line with your left knee. Now ground down into both feet, press your hips out to the side. Hands to heart center, interlace the fingers. Open up the palms, face them away from you, keep the elbows wide. And then palms up toward the ceiling. Be sure your shoulders are pulled back and keep your chest open. We're going to go back and forth like this. So with an inhale, just reverses. Lean back, left elbow down, gaze up high, keep your chest open. With the exhale, extend it forward, lean over the right leg. Inhale, reverses. And then exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverses. Exhale, extend forward. One more time. Now inhale, reverse and hold. Left elbow down, right elbow high, shoulders pulled back, keep looking up. To take it deeper, bend into that right knee, sink lower into the right hip. And keep your hips pushing out to the side. Now this is good enough right here, but if you can take it further, pick that right heel up off the floor. And just breathe with this. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, just bring both hands down to the floor. Now go ahead, press into your palms. You're already on the right foot. Come up onto the left as well. And just stay folded. Set up your legs for a horse stance. Heels in, toes out. Bring the hips down low, thighs toward parallel with the floor. And then while you're folded with your chest facing down, bring your hands to your low back. Now interlace your fingers, pull the palms toward each other. Keep the shoulders pulled back, keep your chest open. And then from here, press into both feet. Come up all the way to standing, straighten your legs. And then bend the knees, sink your hips back. Come back down to that fold, bring it down low. Press into both feet, lift all the way up again. Bend the knees, sink your hips back, come down into that fold. One more time, press into the feet, lift all the way up, and keep your torso upright. And then just bend the knees, bring the legs to the horse stance, but your spine's still vertical. Move around a little bit side to side, keep your shoulders pulled back. Now from here, we're going to work this into balancing. So when you're ready, bring the weight over your left foot, lean left. And then right heel to left knee. Find your balance here. Just find that contact. Step your right foot wide, sink back down into horse. Again, weight to your left foot, lean left. Right heel to left knee, hold. Step it out wide, sink down low. One more time. Weight to your left foot, lean left. Right heel to left knee, stay here. And take this into a figure 4. Right ankle past your left thigh. Now curl the toes of the right foot. Keep the knee to the side. Sink your hips down low. Shoulders pull back, chest open. If you want to go deeper, you can hinge from the hips and fold down over that lifted shin. Keep looking forward, but you can press the knuckles up toward the ceiling if you want to open up your chest even more. All right, with an inhale, slowly straighten your left leg, lift your right knee, bring yourself all the way upright. And then step the right foot out wide and look down at the right foot. Now pivot on the heel, point the toes to the front of the mat. Lift your left heel and square your hips to the front. Now from this lunge stance, take it to a warrior 3. Bring the weight forward to the right foot. Press with the right foot, lift the left foot up off the floor. Now just bring your lifted body in line, maybe more toward vertical, maybe hinge down toward horizontal, but try to lower the left hip, keep it in line with the right, and just breathe here, keep your balance. All right, slowly bring yourself upright with your left knee lifted. And then once you're vertical, just set the left foot down. Come to standing with your right knee high, hands to your hips. Now ground down to the left big toe, slow your breathing down. Once you're ready with the right hand, hold your right knee and bring it out to the side. Open up your hip. This is good enough. If you want to go further, reach inside the right leg, find the big toe. Now, if you got that grip, you can pull the knee up higher. Maybe extend that leg further to the side, but just keep yourself tall. Keep breathing here. All right, slowly, just bring that right knee into center, hands to your hips. And then go ahead and set that foot down. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hands. Let's take it back to flying lizard. Right leg around your right arm. Right foot between your hands in the front. Bring the left knee to touch your left arm from behind. Now lift your right foot and squeeze the right arm with that right leg. And maybe just stay with this. If you're going to balance it, lean forward, bring the left foot up as well. If you're going to take it further, extend the left leg back. Just keep your elbows pulled in. Right leg stays squeezing. And then when you're ready, take it through another vinyasa. All right, let's go ahead and even it out. With your next inhale, raise your left leg high behind you. Bend your left knee, hang your left foot right, move into that scorpion dog, stack your hips and twist deep here. With an inhale, straighten your left leg, three-legged dog. With the exhale, just bring the foot down to the floor. Inhale the right leg high. Bend your right knee, hang your right foot left, twist one more time on this side, take it deep. Inhale, straighten your right leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward. Knee to chest, shoulders to wrist, stay forward. Right foot down, halfway down the mat. Left foot comes forward to meet the right. Press in your palms, shoulders, wrist, dig your fingertips down. 3 times, hop, clap the feet, land lightly each time. After that third hop, left foot steps forward, pass the left hand a little bit outside. Slide the right foot back, stay on your toes. Sink your hips down low, pull your chest forward. Be sure you can move forward and back and side to side. And then from here, let's take it forward with that right leg. Snap your belly in, right knee to right arm, stay here. Step it back, sink your hips. Again, right knee to right arm, hold it. Step it back and bring your hips down. One more time, right knee to right arm, hold here. And then step the right foot back one more time. Now go ahead and bring your right knee down. Right foot goes over to the left side of the mat. And turn. Open up your body to the right side. Let's take that kneeling warrior 2 here. Everything to vertical from the right knee up. Left knee bent at 90 degrees. And left heel more or less in line with that right knee. Now keep both feet pressing down. Keep your hips pushing to the side of the mat. And then hands to heart center. Interlace your fingers, face your palms away from you. Keep your elbows wide. Palms up toward the ceiling. Keep your shoulders pulled back and keep your chest open. Back and forth. Inhale, reverse. Right elbow down. Gaze up high. Keep the shoulders pulled back. With the exhale, extend over that left leg. Keep looking up. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend it forward one more time. Inhale, reverse, and hold here. Right elbow down, gaze up high, chest still open. And see about taking it further. Start to bend into that left knee. Sink further into your left hip. Keep your hips pushing out to the side. To go deeper, lift that left heel up off the floor. But just breathe here and hold. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, just release. Bring both hands down to the floor. Now pressing your palms, come up onto the right foot as well as the left. And arrange your legs as you fold it into this horse stance here. Heels and toes out. Bend the knees, bring the thighs toward parallel to the floor. Keep your chest facing down, but bring the hands to your low back again. Find the grip that feels strange. Interlace your fingers. Take the opposite interlace from what you just had. Now keep your shoulders pulled back. Look forward. And then press into both feet. Come all the way up to vertical. Keep your shoulders pulled back. Bend the knees, sink your hips back. Sink back down into that fold. Press into both feet, lift all the way up, straight down. Belly in, bend the knees, hang your hips back, come down low. One more time, press into your feet, come up all the way. Now once you're up, keep your torso upright, but come back into your horse stance. So bring the hips down and bring the thighs toward parallel to the floor, move around. Now from here, again, into balancing. Bring the weight over to your right foot, lean right. And then left heel to right knee, hold this, keep your balance best you can. Step your left foot wide, sink back into horse. Again, weight to the right foot, lean right. Left heel to right knee, hold this. Step it out wide, sink down. One more time, weight to the right foot, lean right. Left heel to right knee, hold here. Move into your figure four, left ankle crosses your right thigh. Now bend into both knees, sink your hips down, keep your shoulders pulled back. And if you want to take it deeper, maybe hinge from the hips and fold down over that lifted shin. You can press the knuckles toward the ceiling, but keep the shoulders back and keep your gaze forward. Just breathe with us here. Now with your next inhale, straighten your right leg, lift your left knee. Step the left foot out wide, sink back down. And then look at your left foot, pivot on the heel, point the toes to the front of the mat. Lift your right heel and square your hips forward. Now to take it into Warrior 3, hinge forward and bring the weight to that left foot. And then press your left foot down, lift the right foot up off the floor. Now just keep your lifted body in line. Again, you can stay upright, that's fine. Maybe come down toward parallel. Balance this where you can, keep your hips squared, keep looking forward. Now with an inhale, slowly bring this up to vertical with your right knee lifted. And then once you're up, set the right foot down. Come to standing with your left knee high. Just bring your hands to your hips and find your balance on this foot. Now once you're stable, left hand to your left knee. Pull that knee out to the side, open up your hip. And this is plenty. You could stay right here. If you want to go further, reach inside the left leg, find the big toe. Now if you have that grip, pull the knee up higher. And if you want to go further, you extend that leg out to the side. But just breathe with this. All right, still balancing here. Go ahead, bring that left knee forward. Keep it lifted, both hands to your hips. And then set the left foot down. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach this up high. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, lift this up halfway. And then with the exhale, bring your hands down. Let's take that flying lizard one more time. Left leg around your left arm. Left foot between the hands from the front. Set both palms down. And bring the right knee to touch your right arm from behind. Lift your left foot. Keep squeezing that arm with your left leg, and this is good enough. If you're going to go further, lean forward. Lift the right foot up as well. Maybe extend the right leg back, but again, keep your elbows pulled in and just take it to where you can go. Keep that left leg squeezing. All right, when you're ready, take your last vinyasa. All right, from your down dog, go ahead, bring both knees down to the floor, come into all fours. And then legs out from underneath you, take a seat. Now, I'm going to take a few more poses here, all leading toward 8 angle. So this is going to get deeper into the hips and the hamstrings. And keep in mind, you don't have to get all the way to the arm balance. You can stop at any point, but just feel this out and see how far you want to go. So just sit this upright with your left leg extended and your right knee bent. Now take hold of your right leg with both hands, and then squeeze that right leg into the side of your ribs, and just move side to side. Now you're just going to keep your left leg extended. It doesn't have to be rigidly straight. You can always bend the left knee, keep in mind. Now when you're ready, keep the right foot close, set it down, and see if there's about 1 foot's width between your right foot and the left inner thigh. Now to take this into a forward fold, set the left hand down behind you. Inhale the right arm high, and with the exhale, fold forward inside the right leg, reach forward. Now press your right arm back into your right leg, bring that hand to the floor, and this will brace your fold. Press your low back forward. Bend the left knee if you need to, but work to touch your belly to your left thigh, and this can be good enough. Keep that right thigh squeezing into your side. Now, if you want to bind this, you can wrap the right arm around the right leg, bring the left hand around to complete the grip, but keep that forward fold, right thigh squeezing in, and belly toward the left thigh. Just breathe with us here. All right, take an inhale. Now at the exhale, just release your fold. Bring yourself upright. Now keep the right knee bent, wrap the right arm around the right knee, and with your left hand, take hold of the outside edge of the right foot. Bring that shin up to parallel with the floor. Now you're going to cradle the leg. This is basically just an upright seated pigeon. Keep the toes of the right foot curled, keep the foot tense. Hold that tension so any stretch moves into the outer right hip. And just move side to side. Sit up tall. Try to get that shin pulled in close. And if you're able to get it close enough, maybe wrap the left arm around the right foot. Not required here, but it's an option. You can take it there. Now, as I said, you're basically in a pigeon stretch right here, and if this is good enough, you can stay with this. If you want to take it further, we'll move into compass and take it into stages. So for that, left hand to the outside edge of the right foot. Right arm inside the right leg. Use both hands and work that leg up your arm. Now, you're trying to get the knee up toward the shoulder. Just get it up as high as you can. And once that leg's not going any higher, press your right arm into your right leg. Set the right hand down at your side to keep the leg hooked. And this is already a pretty aggressive stretch. You can stay with this. If you're going to go further, go slow. The more you extend the right leg, the more you open up your chest and bring your gaze to the right, to the left, I should say. And just keep breathing with us here. All right, slowly, if you extended that leg at all, put the bend back into the knee. And try to keep the leg high up on the arm. Now, if the knee slid down from the shoulder too much, work it back up there a little bit. And this is where we take it toward the arm balance. Now, press your right arm into your right leg, and then hinge forward and come down onto the right hand. That'll keep the leg hooked. Bring the left hand outside your left thigh, and try to keep some of the fold with your chest facing down. Now, just push into the floor. Lift your butt up off the mat. And then from here, if you bring the right foot onto your left leg, you can balance this an elephant trunk. And this is quite a bit easier, but you can just take it here and this is enough. If you're going to take it toward 8 angle, both ankles together, inner thighs squeeze around the right upper arm, and then shoulders forward as your elbows bend back, the legs go out to the right side, and you're trying to hover up off the floor, balancing with chaturanga arms, basically with that 90-degree bend. All right, when you're ready, go ahead and set yourself down. And it's not supposed to be an easy pose by any means, keep in mind. Let's go ahead and take this to the other side. So just bring yourself up to a seat, extend the right leg this time, bend your left knee. Take hold of that bent left leg and squeeze it into the side of your ribs and just move side to side again. All right, and then from here, keep that left foot close. Set the foot down flat and about 1 foot's width between the left foot and the right inner thigh. You can always bend the right knee. Right hand sets behind. Inhale your left arm high. Now with the exhale, fold forward, reach forward inside your left leg, and then press your left arm into your left leg. Bring that hand to the floor to brace the fold. And press your low back forward, touch your belly to the right thigh. You can always bend the right knee deep to find that contact. Now this is enough. Keep the left thigh pulling in. Keep your torso pulling forward. And if you want to take the bind, you can wrap the left arm around the left leg. Maybe bring the right arm around to complete that grip. And still, left thigh pulled in close. Bow to the right thigh as you try to keep that forward fold and keep your core braced to keep yourself forward here. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, just release your fold. Bring yourself back upright. Now let's cradle the leg. Left arm around your left knee. With your right hand, take hold of the outside edge of the left foot and bring that shin to parallel with the floor. Now keep the leg tense. Curl the toes of the left foot. Keep them curled. Just move side to side and sit this up tall. And you're trying to bring that shin in close. Now if you're able, maybe wrap the right arm around the left foot. And keep that shin pulled in close. Again, this is an upright seated pigeon. Any stretch should go into the outer left hip. You don't want to feel any too into the knee, keep in mind. Now, if you want to stay with this shape, this is enough. If you're going to go further, right hand to the outside edge of the left foot, left arm inside your left leg. Work that leg up your arm. And again, you're trying to get the knee close to the shoulder. Just get as high as you can. Once the leg's not going any higher, press your left arm into your left leg. Left hand sets at your side. And then if this is good enough, stay with this. If you're going to go further, the more you extend the left leg, the more you lift your gaze and open up your chest to the right. All right, if you extended that leg at all, put the bend back into the left knee. Keep it wrapped around your left arm. If the knee slid down, work it back up a little bit. And then from here to the arm balance, press your left arm into your left leg, fold forward onto your left hand to keep the leg in place. Right hand comes down outside the right thigh. Now keep the fold with your chest facing down. And then push into the floor, lift your butt up off the mat. And if you can hook your left foot under the right leg, you can stay here in elephant trunk, and this is enough. Now, if you're going to go further, ankles together. Inner thigh squeeze around the left upper arm. Bring your shoulders forward. Let the elbows go back, and just hover this with chaturanga. Arms, legs out to the left. And then bring yourself down when you're ready. All right, once you come back to seat, shake your legs out for just a moment. And then when you're ready here, just come all the way down onto your back, pull your knees in close, and just squeeze everything down. And then just go ahead, release your grip and bring your feet to the floor. And we're just going to take one round of back bending here. I'm going to start the cueing as bridge and then lead into wheel. And you can always stay in bridge and you don't have to take things any further, keep in mind. But just set this up with the feet hips width distance. Bring the heels in close. Your low back's basically flat. Arms at your sides, palms down, keep your gaze high. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, press your feet, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes. And just keep the glutes squeezing, keep that tension, hold the lift. To take it further in bridge, bring your hands underneath your hips. You can interlace the fingers, maybe pull the palms toward each other. You can work your shoulders further behind your back to open up your chest even more. And if you want to go further yet, if you can reach, you can hold onto the ankles and use that grip to lift your hips up higher, open your chest still further. And if you want to just keep that lift, stay here. Now, if you're going to take it to wheel, keep the hips lifted but release your hands. The hands come down around your head. When you're ready, press into your palms. You can lift up to the top of your head first and then straighten your arms. So hips toward the ceiling, chest toward the back of the mat. Keep your glutes squeezing. You can always lift your heels if this is too much on the low back, but hold the tension in the glutes all along the back side of your body. And from the shoulders to your palms, try to press into the floor and reach through the floor with your hands. Keep your chest opening up as you hold this. Keep breathing. Take an inhale. With the exhale, bring it all back down. Once you're down, pull your knees back in and squeeze in tight. And then when you're ready, let's take a supine twist. Just extend your left leg fully. Left hand to your right knee. Now reach your right arm out to the side and then pull the right knee across your body. Tuck your left hip underneath. Now keep both shoulders down, look over to the right. Find the stretch in the outer right hip toward your low back. If you need more, you can press with your left hand. If you're going to take it further, you can extend the right leg to the side. And if you want the second bind, you can bend the left knee, reach with the right hand. If you do find that grip, kick into your hand. And whatever version of the twist you take, keep the shoulders grounded. Keep that right shoulder pushing down. Take an inhale. With the exhale, release this. Pull everything back into center. Draw both knees up. And then switch it out when you're ready. Right leg extended this time. Right hand to your left knee, left arm to the side. Now pull the left knee across your body. Tuck your right hip underneath. Both shoulders down. Look over to the left. Now find the stretch out of left hip toward your low back. If you need more, you can press down with the right hand. You can take it further and extend the left leg. If you're going to take the second bind, bend the right knee, reach with your left hand. If you do find that grip, kick into your hand. And again, keep your shoulders grounded. Keep that left shoulder pressing down toward the floor. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release and bring everything back into center again. And then once you pull the knees up side by side, let's take happy baby. Reach between the knees. Take hold of the outside edges of your feet. Now stack your ankles above your knees and pull down on both sides. Draw the knees down toward the floor. Outside the ribs and push your feet up into your hands at the same time. And just keep the tension working up and down. Flatten your spine as much as you can. If you're going to take it further, you can rock a little bit side to side. And then further still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally, from wherever you are, take a deep inhale here, draw down as much as you can. And then with the exhale, just release, extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And then just let your eyes close here and let your body settle down into the mat. And then just let yourself move bit by bit here, fingers and toes, arms and legs. Take a deep inhale, reach your arms out long past your head, stretch this out. And then bring the elbows toward your chest. Pull your knees up as well. And take your time. Find your way up to a comfortable seat. Ground yourself into the mat here, stack your spine. Bring your hands up to heart center. And then take a deep inhale. Hold on to at the top. And just let it all go. Now, thank you for joining class. Namaste.